me. I blame you because you're a part of me. I blame you because you live in here. I blame you because you've gone through all kind of shit and we've shared so many things. And for you to be doing this to me, who has never done anything like this to you, who would never, never, ever, ever do. Why? Why me? Why is this me? Why am I here? Why am I here having this conversation with you?
This actually hurts my soul. I don't know the full story about this young woman, but you can find her on TikTok under Ain't She Precious. And from what I gather, her husband and cousin were not only having an affair, but the cousin ended up pregnant by the husband. And before she found out about this, she had used her whole 401k to pay off of his child support bills or whatever. So that's a mistake right there. To pay off your husband's, you know, child support from another woman. And then he depleted her savings account. And then to add insult to injury, to find out that her cousin is pregnant by her husband. This is disgusting. And this is why, as women, you have to use discernment when it comes to the people in your circle. Everybody that comes smiling at you is not your friend. And you have to be, aware of, maybe comments that they make. And, some of these so-called friends, they could be so charming and they could smile in your face. But another thing, I'm talking to Christian women now, you have to pray over your husband and your marriage. And also pray for yourself that you use wisdom in how to deal with your husband. Over the years online, there have been topics about, is it okay for your husband to have female friends and this, that, and the other? And it will always be the not married and never married women talking about you're insecure. Not saying that to me, but just saying in general to women who, would chime in on the topic. You're insecure if you don't want your husband to have female friends and this, that, and the other. Let me tell you the women who call other women insecure when they want to protect their husband and their marriage. Those are 10 times out of 10, not married women, never married women, and their so-called best friend is a guy who happens to be in another relationship. I've noticed that. And another thing is a lot of these women, they end up learning themselves once they have a spouse. It's real easy to call another woman insecure when you don't have nothing to lose. They don't be having nothing to lose when they call other women insecure about wanting to protect their marriage. Now, again, going back to this young woman, this is so disgusting. But, and again, you really have to be careful of the people you surround yourself with, because a lot of these women, they will talk you out of your marriage. I know at least one young woman who I strongly believe let her sisters talk her out of her marriage. And I know somebody on my job right now, I think there's somebody in his wife's ear about leaving their marriage. And so you have to be careful. You have to protect your marriage. You have to protect your marriage and pray. Like I said, prayer goes a long way. I feel for this woman. I hope that there is resolution for this. But ladies, if you have a husband, just be careful out here.